Oh, there seems to be a camera in my cupboard. All I wanted was a cup. That's better. Hey guys, and welcome to this installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. Today's vlog is going to be another driving habits vlog. And I finally was able to convince my wife, who's slowly walking in the background over here. She's gonna put her shoes on and such. I finally convinced her to allow me to film her driving habits. So this is going to be, like I said, a driving habits vlog. You know, we'll discuss her driving habits as part of this series within a series that I've started. The original driving habits video, which featured my brother Tyler, I think went really well. We were kind of discussing things that you know, you don't usually think of when you're driving. So hopefully, you know, we'll be able to talk about some other things with my wife, Julie.
See me?
A little bit. You're in the very corner of the shot. So anyway, we're back to snow again. It's not too bad, but probably by the end of the night anyway, there's probably going to be a lot more snow. So we're going to get this over with now before the weather gets worse. And yeah, so anyway, next thing we're going to do is head out to the car. Brush it off. And are you ready? She's as ready as she's gonna be. She's a little camera shy. This'll be fun. Anyway, here's Mike's Vehicle Vlogs, Julie's driving habits. Okay, so we are now starting our venture onto the snow-covered roads in the tiny Corolla. The Corolla is very tiny, especially for me. I'm a big person. Being that this is the conditions that we are dealing with today, one of the first topics that I want to talk to Julie about is safety. So, Julie.
Yeah.
Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes.
Have you always worn your seatbelt?
Yes.
And why do you wear your seatbelt? Is it more so a safety issue, or is it comfort?
Probably both, but I always remember both of my parents, but mainly my dad, making us do it when we were little, so I think I just always it became a habit just because of that.
So to really kick off this this vlog here, do you want to tell us maybe just a little bit about what your usual driving routine consists of? Like how do you usually hold the wheel, stuff like that? What your most comfortable points are?
I do a couple different things. I don't always do the same thing. Sometimes I do, like, I hold it one hand here and one hand here. I think I'm more so doing that because it's snowing and I want to feel like I have more control. Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I do this.
That's an interesting one.
I actually
Holding
do that.
from the side.
I actually do that a lot. But I usually have one hand on here, or at least I'm like this. I don't know. It just kind of depends on what the weather is, probably.
Today we're you know, obviously playing it a little safer. It's kind of funny because it snowed too when I was doing Tyler's driving habits vlog, but this might be a tad worse today. When we did his vlog, which was what, about a week ago, the roads were wet, but they really didn't have any type of snow on them. Now, because of you know, copyright purposes and such, we cannot have the audio turned on in the car. But typically, like when you listen to music, do you usually have it on a loud volume, or do you like to hear the road noise or such?
I think I usually have it like kind of medium. I don't like to have it really loud just in case like sirens or anything. Again, I think that comes from my parents. But I usually don't, I never have it like down really low, like where you like almost can't hear it. That annoys me. I think it's usually medium, but it is always on, so it's kind of bothering me that it's, and oh yeah, and it's always louder than that for sure.
Yes, this is the fan blower motor. Sometimes it like comes loose.
And then this is the part where you have to play the video game of trying not to hit any of the
potholes. Yes, dodge the pothole. There are plenty of potholes that have suddenly showed up in this particular spot of this road.
I did pretty good. Getting used to it.
Now again, I know we're playing it really safe here on today's roads because of all the snow and the ice and such. But do you typically speed, or is it like? Do you ever find yourself speeding when you don't mean to?
Not in this car. I feel like I usually pretty much go the exact speed limit. I think sometimes on the highway I might go like 5 over, but in a car that I used to have that the speedometer didn't work, I kind of winged it all the time. But but this one I really pay attention because I think it's pretty accurate. I think because I had that car, I always kind of try to make sure that I'm going the speed. That might be from my parents too. I think everything I do is from either my mom or my dad, honestly. Because when you ask the questions, I think like it kind of seems like that's because one of my parents did.
So this is the heat on full blast right now. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to fix this. It's been getting progressively worse over the last... It's been doing it for a while, but not like this. This is new. This is just annoying. Here's the driver's side door handle. A couple of vlogs back, I mentioned how somebody tried to get into her car and they broke the handle off, and this is what you found on the ground.
Yep.
So, stupid people. Aside from the driving habits discussion here, do you want to tell us about some of the gizmos that you have in your car, like the bear and the doggy on the dashboard?
This is from Jeff, my brother. It has Niall from One Direction on it. And that's Oscar. His head used to bobble, but it broke. So now he just always looks at me like he's concerned.
And you can't see them now because we're obviously sitting in them, but I know you probably have seen in a couple of various videos that I've had the penguin seats. What's the story behind them?
There was a gift exchange, like a Secret Santa one here at work, and the girl who got me knew I liked penguins, and so she bought them for me. I was really excited. That was probably one of the best Christmas presents I got that year. And this is Pedro, and that's Rita.
I'm sitting on Rita. Now, are you... This car fogs up so easily. Even when the heat is on, this car just seems to have really poor ventilation or something. Do you have any symptoms of like road rage?
I don't tailgate anybody or like brake check or anything like that, but if somebody pulls out in front of me or something, I say a lot of things, but I won't do anything. Like I won't try to cut them off or anything. I won't go after them, follow them, nothing like that. I won't do anything like that. But I do, like, I'll get sarcastic, like they can hear me, like, you know, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Just, you can do that. That's fine. Just don't use your blinker. That's okay. Like just stuff like that. But that's usually if no one's in the car. If someone's in the car, I usually don't even say anything. But
or if it's me.
Oh yeah, I probably, yeah.
You'll probably do that in front of me.
Yeah.
A question that I just recently thought of after editing the vlog with Tyler that, I didn't ask Tyler. Do you have like any specific driving fears?
Driving fears. Oh, jeez. Well, kind of like that situation that just happened. I'm always kind of afraid that, like, when someone is at a light like that and they kind of start to move, I think, like, are you gonna actually go? Like, sometimes at like the four-way stops or something like that. Sometimes, I mean, is that what you mean? Like a fear like that, or like?
Yeah, like
I mean, I hate driving in the snow. That's a kind of. I mean, I've lived in Ohio all my life, but it's not even really. I'm afraid to drive in it. I feel like because people who have lived here all their life think that since they've lived here all their life that they're not so careful. That kind of worries me sometimes.
So you basically just kind of like described like other driver like hesitation maybe.
Yeah.
And just other people who kind of get cocky behind the wheel because they lived here. Yeah, I can understand that one. Tell us about the car a little bit. How long have you had it?
It was my parents' car before I bought it from them. I forget what year they got it, but it's a 99. I think I got it in 2009, so I think it was about 10 years old when I got it. I love this car though. I mean, I don't want to get rid of it, even though there's a bunch of stupid things. Like, I mean, nothing like terrible that I like can't drive it, but things like that you say, you should just get a new car. I just don't want to. I like the way it drives. I like that it's small. I know how it handles.
I can hear the power steering pulley making noise again. I had fixed that about a month or so ago, and must be coming loose again. We're probably gonna have to buy a new pulley or something, a new pump. See, money pit. Breaking door handles and such. No, it is. It seems like since I've known you, it's been a really good car. Toyotas tend to have a good reliability rating overall. So I mean, the car's got 146,000 miles on it. It's pretty good. Pretty good for its age. The heat's back on because we're fogging up. Ice. January 5th?
Yeah.
We're not even into the heart of winter yet. This is just the beginning.
Now I don't want to go because I know that my car's probably going to slide all over the place.
Yeah.
And I don't trust it.
Oh, a good topic that Tyler brought up in his segment was if the weather wasn't so bad, do you wait for the light to change? Like, do you go under the light to wait for it?
I will absolutely never do that.
You don't do that?
No. Because I don't trust the other person. Like, I don't know that. Sometimes I've seen people go through, like, once it's red, and they still, like, I mean, I just don't trust them.
Now, see, that's interesting. That both people that I've already interviewed for this topic said that they don't wait underneath the light. They'll wait for the arrow. See? Yeah, you slid.
So glad I didn't go because I would have hesitated, and then I probably would have caused an accident or something.
Yeah, like in this type of weather, I wouldn't really do that in that particular spot either. But both people so far have said that they don't wait under the light. Again, that's really weird because I was taught that.
I don't care when people do it. Like, I've never really this is scary. I've never really cared if anybody else did it, it doesn't really even necessarily make me nervous when other people do it, but I wouldn't do it because I always feel like it's I just don't trust the other people.
The one thing that I think everybody also knows, and it's kind of weird because in a way we're talking about ourselves, but you know, one of the rules of driving is, you know, you can't always trust the other driver, when in fact, you know, we are all the other driver. Ain't that right?
Yep.
It's very interesting.
I thought of something else that you asked Tyler that you didn't say.
What's up?
Well, kind of, I think maybe he brought it up, but when he turns, how he's I noticed that I put my finger right here a lot of the time to turn.
Oh.
And then sometimes if I'm turning like this way, I'll let the wheel like slide through my hand. Like I was noticing it the other day because he's like mentioned that, and I was thinking about, you know, what do I do when I turn, like, and I either put it here or I go like this, but I never really have my hand up here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A cell phone. Do you talk on the phone a lot when you drive, or do you text?
I definitely don't text. I have text before, but it's only because of Siri. Like I'll talk to Siri. I won't like look at the screen at all though. So if there's ever any autocorrect in it, anything that's autocorrect, that's why. I will talk on the phone usually, but I don't usually make a phone call once I've started driving. Like, and if my phone rings, I don't really like to answer it unless, I don't know. Sometimes I will, but I'm usually really weird about it. Like, I'll either have to be at a stop sign or I have to be like at a light. I don't like to pick it up in the middle of like, you know, just driving. But yeah, I won't usually make a phone call unless I do the whole, you know, Siri thing, calling somebody. But yeah, I won't like press buttons and stuff. I'm cautious for sure, and again, I think that comes from both of my parents, but probably a lot from my dad. I think that I pretty much I stay the speed limit. I usually don't go over it at all. I stop at stop signs. Like, I actually stop. I don't just roll through it.
You don't do roll stops?
No. It actually probably, I noticed, like, a lot of people do that, and because when I go to work, there's that 4-way stop there, and I notice a lot of people do the rolling stop, and it bothers me. So people probably get annoyed with me when I actually stop. But, yeah, I would say that I am. I mean, you were just with me, am I?
I think she's pretty good. I mean, I'm with her probably more than anybody else that I'm going to be riding in these cars with. I think that's going to conclude our vlog for today. Hey, thank you for for being a part of this. I know you weren't crazy about the idea at first of being
Especially
on camera.
because it's snowing.
Yeah, it's snowing, yeah, but I think she did pretty good. But anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to share any of your driving habits, don't forget to comment down below so we can all see it. And also check out Mike's Vehicle Spotlight, which is the official vehicle touring segment that I post on this channel. So thanks again for watching, guys. Stay warm. I don't know when this is going to be posted. Hopefully by now, with how many of these vlogs I've put out, the weather might be getting warmer by the time this is seen. I don't know. But, alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Take care.